In a vibrant African village nestled between rolling hills and lush greenery, there lived a young couple named Nia and Kofi. Their love story began in the heart of their community, celebrated by all who knew them. The sun shone brightly on their wedding day, casting a golden hue over the colorful fabrics and joyful laughter that filled the air. Nia, with her radiant smile and gentle spirit, was the perfect match for Kofi, a strong and kind-hearted man who promised to cherish her forever. As the seasons changed, Nia and Kofi's happiness blossomed. A few months into their marriage, Nia discovered she was pregnant. Kofi was overjoyed at the prospect of becoming a father. He dreamed of sharing stories and adventures with their child. He became a flurry of activity, crafting a beautiful cradle from local wood and decorating it with bright, hand-woven fabrics. They talked excitedly about names and the future, their hearts filled with anticipation. However, fate had other plans. As Nia went into labor, the atmosphere shifted from excitement to anxiety. The labor was long and arduous, and when their baby, whom they named Amina, was finally born, she arrived too soon. The tiny girl was frail, her skin delicate, and her breaths shallow. Nia and Kofi held their breath, praying for their daughter's survival. Each day was a test of their strength, but they remained steadfast by Amina's side, nurturing her with love and hope. As the weeks passed, Amina began to show signs of improvement, her strength slowly returning. Nia and Kofi became joyful parents, celebrating each milestone with gratitude. But as Amina grew, they noticed something troubling. She struggled to crawl, and the first steps that many parents eagerly awaited were far from her reach. Concerned for their daughter, they visited the village healer, an elderly woman with a wealth of knowledge about herbs and remedies. After examining Amina, the healer revealed that the complications of being born prematurely might hinder her ability to walk. The news struck Kofi like a thunderbolt. He felt a wave of anger wash over him, and confusion turned to blame. He directed his frustration toward Nia, accusing her of failing to protect their child and calling her names that echoed through their home. Nia, heartbroken, loved Amina fiercely. She devoted herself to nurturing her daughter, crafting toys and games that would engage Amina's mind and spirit. Despite Kofi's harsh words, Nia remained determined to support Amina, believing in her potential. But Kofi's anger only grew as he welcomed more able-bodied children into the world. Each time he compared Amina unfavorably to her siblings, it deepened the rift in their family, and Nia felt the weight of his disdain. On Amina's 10th birthday, Nia decided to make her daughter crutches, believing they would empower Amina to move around more easily. Kofi's reaction was furious. He stormed around the house, insisting that Amina did not need them. But Nia stood firm, encouraging Amina to embrace her independence. With a mixture of excitement and apprehension, Amina took her first steps with the crutches, feeling a newfound freedom that ignited her spirit. As Amina grew older, she discovered an extraordinary gift. She could hear the thoughts of those around her. This ability was both a blessing and a curse, as it allowed her to understand people's feelings, but also exposed her to the cruel and unkind thoughts of her father. She often heard Kofi's cruel remarks about her disability, which left her feeling isolated and confused. The weight of his wishes that she had never been born hung heavily on her heart. In a moment of desperation, Kofi sought the help of a powerful witch known for her dark magic, believing that selling Amina would somehow bring his family peace. He thought that freeing himself of the burden of a disabled child would lead to happiness for his other children. The witch agreed, and one day, Amina was taken from her home, leaving Nia heartbroken and alone. At the witch's dwelling, Amina was treated kindly. The witch recognized the girl's potential and began to teach her the ways of magic, nurturing her gifts and encouraging her to embrace her unique abilities. Though she missed her mother fiercely, Amina gradually found solace in her new life, discovering a sense of belonging among others who were different. Her name was Ethelred the Despairing, and she was dedicated to the growth of mortal truths and persuasion with the others. Meanwhile, Nia learned what had happened to her daughter and was devastated. She confronted Kofi, demanding to know how he could betray their child in such a way. Filled with rage and sorrow, she set out to find the witch, determined to rescue Amina. When she reached the witch's lair, she begged for her daughter's return, but Amina had changed. She had found her strength and purpose in magic, and she didn't want to leave. Under the witch's guidance, Amina's abilities flourished. She learned to see visions of the future, a skill that amazed and frightened her. One day, she had a vision of an impending attack on her village, a warning that she felt compelled to share. With newfound confidence, she approached the villagers, urging them to prepare for the danger she foresaw. Thanks to her vision, the villagers organized defenses, successfully repelling the attackers and protecting their home. As news of Amina's bravery spread, she was celebrated as a hero. Kofi, witnessing the honor and respect his daughter received, felt a pang of regret for his past treatment of her. He approached Amina, his heart heavy with remorse, and asked for her forgiveness. Overwhelmed by emotions, Amina chose to forgive him, understanding that he had been blinded by his own fears and insecurities. From that day forward, Kofi made a conscious effort to treat Amina with love and respect. He learned to appreciate her unique gifts and the strength she embodied. Amina embraced her abilities, not just as a means of power, but as a way to help others. She became a respected member of her community, using her talents to assist those in need and to strengthen the bonds between villagers. As the years passed, Amina became a beacon of hope and resilience, teaching others that true strength comes from within. She shared her story, inspiring many to look beyond appearances and to embrace their own unique qualities. The village flourished, united by Amina's bravery and the lessons learned from her journey. In the end, the tale of Nia, Kofi, and Amina became a cherished story told around firesides, reminding everyone of the importance of love, acceptance, and the power of seeing beyond the surface. Amina's legacy lived on, proving that even in the face of adversity, one can find strength and purpose, transforming pain into empowerment and love into action. Stunning.